Hello, everyone. First and foremost, I always say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. And if you're led, please leave a thumbs up or leave a comment if you have the option. Before I get started, I want to leave my email contact information for anyone who is wanting to reach out for any services that I provide. That email is bethetruth@myyahoo.com. It's exactly how it sounds. The letter B, the truth, @myyahoo.com. I currently provide spiritual counseling. Not just your average run-of-the-mill counseling, but spiritually led counseling. I do readings by number, by oracle, and by angel cards. So if any of those services sound like you could benefit from them, please contact me again at bethetruth@myyahoo.com. So today, hopefully this video is going to be short, to the point, and stay on topic. First and foremost, I always give all praise to the Most High. Always. This video today is aimed more towards the females, but it goes to anyone as a collective. You understand? The man, the child, but mainly the woman. I come to you on this day. I speak to us on this day because I want us to have a clear understanding that we are the backbones to our families. Yes, the man is the protector and the provider, but we are the backbones. We are that nurturer, that teacher, the healer. We are so much in one, not just for ourselves, but for the man of that household and for the children of that household as well. And women, it is time that we get on our square. I'm going to try to keep this clean cut, very little to no cursing, if at all possible. It is time for us as the backbones, as the women, as the nurturers, and the support system to this family, to our families, to get on our post. Recognize who and what we are, and realize what our jobs are in this lifetime. I understand this journey is not easy, especially for a few of us. You understand? It seems to be a little more difficult than the average. But don't let that derail you from doing what you was purposed to do in this lifetime. Because as long as you stay on that path that's been laid before you, everything you need, everything you think you need is going to always be provided. Please know it. Women, my message to us on this day is to recognize how much power we hold within ourselves and to stop giving it away. A lot of us have been taught in order to get a man, you've got to conduct yourself a certain kind of way. You got to perform certain kind of acts. And in real life, what you're doing is opening yourself up for spiritual warfare and failure. Know who and what you are and what you desire in this lifetime, and prepare yourself for that which you desire to receive in this lifetime. Therefore, if you want an honest man that's going to be faithful and going to take care of home, you start by providing that for yourself. You be that faithful woman that you know someone's going to want to come home to. You provide a safe, clean environment for not just yourself, but for your children. That which you seek in anyone else, you have got to be willing to provide it for yourself. No one is going to give you anything. And if they do, you better give them the side eye and be real patient, because it's going to come with a string attached to it. Women, we have got to be more accountable for our children. I can volunteer and say that I've had, not all of my children were planned. To be completely honest, none of my children were planned. But you understand, the Most High knows best. We've got to be careful and mindful who we procreate with, because not everybody is of like spirit and of sound mind. And we have got to take self-accountability whenever we have volunteered and procreated with the wrong person. We have got to take self-accountability and recognize when we have not been conducting ourselves to the highest standard or to the best of our ability Own up to that shit. You understand? We all make mistakes. Recognize it, acknowledge it, and move forward. But move forward doing something different, not to repeat the same thing. So for instance, if you have a child by a man and he is not doing what he needs to do for that child, recognize how you got in that situation. How did the relationship come about? Was it built on sand or was it built on a solid foundation? Start there. And then think about how the course of the relationship went. Self-accountability, baby. We only receive what we are willing to accept. And that's real talk. But that's neither here nor there. The child is here. They didn't ask to be here. We volunteered to bring them here. And so it's our job, it's our duty to provide the best that we can for these children. And what I mean by provide is not making sure your child got on the latest name brands, the newest Jordans, all that financial stuff right there. That's irrelevant. If you're in the position to do that for your child and not spoil them and not, give them a false sense of self through ego, through what they have, then hey, by any means, you understand, do what you do. But if you are a mother that's shopping at Walmart or even the dollar store and you're doing the best you can to get by, kudos, mother, because you standing up doing the best you can with what you got. But while you're doing that, make sure you build up that child's self-esteem from the inside out. So it don't matter what the child next to them got to say. That child know who they are. And that right there is going to take them where they need to be. We need to start building our children up from the inside out, not from the outside in. So when it comes to this society that we're living in that is so material based and so based off false ego, they may be swayed, but they won't bend or break. You understand me? And that's what we need to do for ours. We can't be so sidetracked by what we see on this social media. You understand? This lifetime is the devil's playground. And that social media is his field day, his amusement park, if you want to use an analogy for it. We have so many people pretending to be what they wish they was on social media. And then you have other individuals, starting with our babies, looking up to these people, taking on some of these characteristics, wanting to be like these individuals who aren't really who they portray to be. But all that starts in the home. Starts with a solid foundation. We as parents, especially mothers, have to know who and what we are and our value within self, so we can pass that on to our babies. When it comes to these men, it's not about the man is this and that. We got to set all that blame to the side. It's called self-accountability. And stand up where you may. Be prepared for that which you seek. And it's going to find you. But you've got to be prepared. Else when it comes, you're going to fumble the bag. As these young folks say nowadays. We have got to hold our men accountable. But that don't mean beat them across the head with all their past mistakes. That means loving this man to life. Not paying his way. Not providing his way. Because that's what a man is supposed to do. Provide his way. But if you meet a man and he doesn't have that top-notch job that you desire for him to have, but he has something, recognize that man got some kind of drive in him. And if you can't come alongside of him and motivate him and uplift him and guide him where you guys desire to be, then leave that man where he is. There's so many of us walking around so beat down and broke and distraught and hurt from the inside out by some of the things that we have experienced in this lifetime. And it's time to put an end to all of it. You understand me? Time is winding down. And the Most High is fed up. This message ain't for everybody. I understand that the message that I'm brought to bring in this lifetime is not for everybody. That's why I go by Be the Truth. Not only does B stand for Brandy, but I want everyone to be the truth. Speak and walk in that truth. It's not fake it till you make it. Where they do that at? It is stand up and stand on what you have right now. Be thankful for what you have and work towards what you desire. And as long as you stay on that righteous path, not being perfect, but staying on that righteous path, treating others the way you desire to be treated, not setting no traps, not telling no lies, not stealing or killing. You understand me? Staying on that righteous path is going to keep you protected. It's going to help guide you in the direction that you have purposed to move in this lifetime. Again, this message is for us women, the women of the world. It is time for us to stand up and stand on it. Be mothers. Be real mothers. Not these fake providers filling your kids up with, with the materialistic things, but their soul, their spirit is void because you haven't poured into them that which they need. Rear up a child in the way that you had them to go, and they are always on that foundation, regardless of what happens in this lifetime. They'll always come back to it. But we got to give them something to stand on. Don't ever allow no outside source or influence to interfere or stop your movement as a mother. Those children come first, and they need us. They need us in a major way, more now than ever before. I'm telling you, mark me at my words. It's about to get bad out here. Really, really bad. And our children have to know that we have them. We're going to protect them. We're going to help lead and guide them. And if it means laying down your life, you understand me? I'm about that for mine. Not to influence anyone to go out and do nothing crazy, but that's just me and knowing who I am and what I'm purposed to be and how serious I am about completing that mission with everything in me. Our children are a reflection of us. If you want productive citizens in this lifetime, you have got to prepare them to be such. I come from a generation where by the grace of God, I didn't have my children too young. But a lot of the females from my generation started having these kids early by these money-making guys. You understand me? And that was their drive, their goal was the material. And we forgot, they forgot the importance of that solid foundation. Now those same children are running around terrorizing their community and their families, and mainly their mothers. Because you teach not only your children, but this world how to respect you and how to treat you. If you want that utmost respect for your child, you've got to conduct yourself as such, and then give them the same respect that you desire back. Spare the rod, spoil the child. We don't tolerate no disrespect. But you got to let that be known from the foundation, not once they become teenagers and adults, because then it's too late. We need to be more like the Proverbs woman, the godly woman, as opposed to being the bad bitch. Because anybody can glue on a lace front and put on eyelashes and beat their face till they are satisfied. But at the end of the day, when you take all that off, you still stuck with you. That person that you're baiting in, based off those looks, are they really going to want to be with you once you reveal your true self? We have got to get back to the basics. Know who and what you are. Get somewhere and get still. Start there. That'd be your best starting point. And each day, you understand, it's going to get better and better and better. It's not going to always be easy. Trust me when I say it is not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth the fight. Because eventually you're going to make it to a point to where you're going to be so satisfied with self and content, at ease with all your decisions. And the ones that you're not at ease with, right those wrongs. Don't never be too much to apologize for anything that you've done in this lifetime. always be the bigger person and right your wrongs. Again, I don't want to get too long-winded and go out in left field. I just want to say again, I greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you are led, please leave me a like, leave a comment. Again, I offer many services. You can contact me at bethetruth@myyahoo.com. And until the next video, I say stay safe and dangerous out here. Be led by the Most High in the direction that He has for you. Much peace and love.